back in the car again because we're still living in it. And this is a video that's not going to be like my other videos. Sorry. And I feel like I keep saying that because they keep not being like other videos. But I mean, I really don't care. I haven't figured out what I really want to do with these videos or in life. Problem is having a lot of interest, but not being interested in those interests past being interested. Like I want to do everything. I want to have a punk band. I want to have a successful YouTube channel. I want to start a game show that, like has people crash cars all day, every day, like just random strangers or, my friends or whatever. Like I just want to have businesses that employ my friends and my family members and keep everybody fed. But that's neither here nor there. Here's a way, in the meantime, to distract yourself from all that, dreams, goals, identity, all of that business. Apple just released today in their WWDC Web Developers Conference. Then what's the other W for? What's the other W for? Their conference, their little shebang that they just had, talking about new iOS, talking about the new MacBook, talking about their silicon chip processor, all that. Forget all that hogwash, all that garbage, okay? Nobody cares about any of that because it's going to operate the same way that it's always operated. The iPhone's still going to be the same iPhone. The Apple Watch is still going to be the same iPhone. But I'll tell you something that's going to be a little bit different. It will be the same, but it will be different, is the Apple Vision Pro. The Apple Vision Pro is the mixed reality, augmented virtual reality headset that is going to be absolute trash when it comes out. Garbage. But when the second one comes out, similar to the Apple Watch, they didn't get good. Well, the Apple Watch didn't really ever get better than fine. I guess now it's fine, but I mean, whatever. I like it. I want one. I just don't have $800. What I also don't have is $4,000, which the next Apple Vision Pro will probably be about 7 or 8, because I'm going to tell you what they're going to be able to do with it, what they can't do with this one, or what they won't do. What they won't do or can't do with this one is make it extremely accessible to third-party developers, so much so that it becomes flawlessly integrated with Apple's OS. So similar to widgets taking, 10 years after Android did it with the first 2 Android phones that weren't even Samsung or Huawei or Blue or whatever it is. They were just Android by Android, or Android by Verizon, or Android by T-Mobile, or the Sidekick, which I think is like the first Android phone. But that's neither here nor there. Is that what they're going to be able to do once Apple lets go of the reins a little bit after this first one comes out, which is going to be trash. I want everyone to know right now that the first Apple Vision Pro is going to suck. The first Apple Vision Pro is going to make you regret spending $4,000, but the only people who are really going to be buying them, probably not buying them, but getting them to review is like, Marcus Brownlee, your average consumer, all those guys, who get to do everything that you ever dreamed and thought about doing with life, but you just were never motivated enough to pursue consistently a life worth living. So instead you just coasted your whole way and decided that, well, getting enough is enough. But now that you're almost 30, you're just like, well, enough is not enough. And you need to do everything that you can to not only secure your dreams, but to go after everything that you always said that you had always wanted. Like the Apple Vision Pro 2, because this is the most exciting thing. This is what I'm super excited. This is what I'm super excited about, is that it's a mixed reality concept, right? It's what Google Glass pretty much tried to do. It's what Snapchat wanted to do. I'm guessing what they wanted to do with their Snapchat glasses that they wanted to do. What Facebook, I'm sure, has 1,000 products trying to do with the Facebook glasses. You could go like live Facebook. I don't know if they're the same as Snapchat. I don't remember who owns Snapchat, but you know what I'm talking about. And is that what you'll be able to do is have apps like Pokemon Go. Hear me out. Apps like Pokemon Go. You could go into a place like, I'm right next to a park right now. Okay, I'm right next to a park. I love watching other families who are happy and have free time, hang out together, because right now I can't be with my family. So that's really good. But anyways, when I'm not thinking about myself in their blissful shoes, what I'm thinking about is that imagine on either end of a field, All right, you have your best friend right across from you, about 12 feet away from you. You're standing opposite to them. You guys are facing down, dorky Apple Vision 2s on your face, right? And then now you got your phone in your hand, and it's loaded with your whole Pokédex, and it's loaded with your whole PC of Pokemon, and you just choose which one to battle and to fight, and now before your very eyes are your Pokemon in real life, reacting to the surroundings. If you're on a lake, they're swimming in the lake. If they fly, they're flying around in your field of vision. Isn't it crazy? Like, are you not thinking, why is nobody thinking about that? If nobody's put a video out, I'm putting this video out today, or I wish I could put it out today, but I won't be able to edit it today. Who knows? I don't care. I'm not going to edit anything. I'm just putting it out there like this. I don't care, because this needs to go out today. Somebody make a better video on this. So please, that's fine. Like, I don't care. You do the exact same concept. You could talk about that. You could talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! You could talk about how you can sync. This is a great business idea, but this is besides the point. You could sync your dual deck, your ARM Bannister dual deck, to your Apple Vision 2s, because like I said, the first ones are not going to be able to do any of this. You're going to have to wait till the second one, until the third-party developers are allowed to do more. They're allowed more into the system. They're allowed, more permissions, more integration. They install the widgets. Right now, widgets aren't on there, so they'll have to install widgets or background, front-facing app development, so that we could finally live our dreams. So millennials from 1987 to 2001, is it 2000? I think it's 99. From 1987 to 1999, millennials, us, the ones who grew up on Hey Arnold and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Sonic X on Saturday mornings, we can finally battle Pokemon in real life. Not like Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is not battling in real life. Pokemon Go is Pokemon Yellow with extra steps and extra harder steps, more nonsense. Like, if Pokemon Go was really like Pokemon Go out and live your Pokemaster dream, it would be built a lot differently. And I don't have time to get onto that. I really don't. But just imagine the capabilities. See, people weren't thinking about it. They're thinking really small. Apple's thinking real small with the Vision Pro, but they're not thinking there. Like, there was a guy on the WWDC or whatever it was, the Apple event, who was like designing a surfboard. Like, if surfboard technology is about to hit its peak of technological advancement, I don't think surfboard technology is really, at the cutting edge right now. That they're at the cusp of an AI breakthrough, of an AI controlled surfboard. I mean, if that's gonna make money, if that's what you want, I guess someone start working on that. But he was just designing just a surfboard. I'm just like, are you creating your surfboard? Are you not like in some kind of design function? You're actually just on a website, just picking your surfboard. Like, I want a blue fin on the surfboard, and I want it two-toned. I want it pre-waxed so I don't have to get my hands dirty. I don't know. Nonsense. They're thinking small. They're thinking so indiscriminately small. Who cares about having FaceTime on the Vision Pro? You're going to have FaceTime while you got this freaking snowboard goggles on your face? Nobody cares about that. When I'm strapped up in the Vision Go Pro, the Vision Air things, I want to be able to look across just a gilded field in New Zealand, and I see my enemy across from me, and I say, who dares challenge the Pokemon Master? I will banish you to the Shadow Realm. That's what we want. That's it. They make it happen. Pokemon Go with Nomad or whatever it is. What is it? I don't remember what company. Maybe it'll pop up here if I edit the video. I'm probably not. But whatever company it is, I want you to know that you need to get on that. You need to start developing stuff right now. Take the same infrastructure. Take the same exact, design element that you had before. But now, instead, what happens is that on the Vision Pro, you have like a little map here. Instead of having like the map on the entirety of the phone, which is stupid. Why do you have it on the entirety? Why do I have to be inside of the app to be on the Pokemon Go map? Why are you not integrating that map into a background app on widget so that on my widget, I can have a square, my little square, my complications in the top corner, or I can convert my Apple Watch into its own Pokédex or like its own little, Dragon Ball finder on my wrist. So all I have to do is raise my wrist. Oh, there's Pokemans in the area. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to skip my way that way because there's a C dot over there. Nobody wants a C dot, but there's one over there. Look at that guy. Probably, he probably designed that surfboard himself. If you didn't see in the frame, a guy passed by on a skateboard on a surfboard. It's like carrying a toy car while driving a car. It's redundant. You're just using a land surfboard with a surfboard. It's just, where are you putting the surfboard when you're surfing? Wait, where do you put the skateboard when you're surfing on the surfboard? I don't know. I don't care. He designed it himself. Anyways, that's what I'm thinking of. Maybe I'm going too far out with it. Because but then again, what I'm thinking is battery life. Battery life is probably going to be a big killer on that. Just like the Pro, like the Steam Deck or whatever. It's like the Steam Deck is like handheld PC, do everything you want to do, but it doesn't last very long. So I guess that's the drawback I could see, is that just battery life. But Apple could do it. Apple could, there could be an extended life battery pack that you could like strap on the back strap or something. They can do it. They can figure it out. Anchor, if you're not watching this, but Anchor, if you find somebody who makes a better video on this and it says basically what I'm saying, but way more, formulaic and just way more in a way that makes sense and doesn't sound like the ravings of a madman, make that extended battery pack. Anchor and battery technology, you guys go hand in hand. Make that extended battery pack. I'll put it on, strap it to the back of my pants. I don't care. Make it a clip-on. Where you tether the line to the clip-on, and it's just lightweight. It's easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. That's what I think. That's the vision. That's immediately what I thought of. Is that I'm just like, oh my God, we will finally be able to. And then wait, I didn't even think about this. This is an augmented reality system. So it's an augmented reality overlaying over reality with a virtual reality element. What's to stop us from this thing, instead of doing like a FaceTime, which is useless? Just use your phone, use maybe your iPad. Why would you use your iPad to FaceTime? I don't know. You're old, I guess. The only other app on there is Facebook. But other than that, the oh my God, I can't believe I thought about this, is that your friend, whoever is using the Vision Air to battle you, to duel you, you could duel freaking, Yu-Gi-Oh! And now a blue eyes white dragon just appears 60, 70 feet tall in front of you. It's incredible. It's amazing. Don't even get me started on that. But now what I'm thinking is that now that thing has the operation, has the computing power, because everything's done with gestures on this thing. So that means it's sensing lower motor sensory things going on underneath itself, or at least in direct relation to itself. So now we take maybe the LiDAR, maybe an ultraviolet sensor, whatever it is, or maybe it's like some kind of body scan sensor that's inputted into it. Now it can scan yourself, and now your buddy appears in your living room as an augmented projection in your living room as you guys duel each other and face each other. That's what they should be working on, not into reintegrating FaceTime into another device that's just a different iPhone. Because essentially that's what this first Vision is going to be. Okay, let's all not dilute ourselves. Okay, let's not be delusional here. The first Vision Pro is just an iPhone. It's an iPhone that you can see through. It's a see-through iPhone that it's stapled to your forehead. That's all it's going to be. The first one, just like the iPad. The first iPad was an iPhone that couldn't make phone calls. That's what the first iPad is. It kind of still is that. I'm able to use my iPad to do. I'm able to use my iPad to do quite a few things. But at the end of the day, it's essentially just a bigger iPhone. You know what I mean? All the work I do on an iPad, I probably do more streaming than I do work on an iPad. But that's just me. I'm useless. I have no skills. But for somebody who has skills, somebody who knows, how to actually be productive, they could probably use an iPad better than me. But the iPad had to get there. The iPad only just recently became, like with the iPad Pro, became as powerful an operating system as a MacBook or whatever. So we got to give it time with the vision. But like I have a vision of the future, and I really just hope that I get to live to see it. Because unfortunately, I mean, it took us 14 iPhones to have this iPhone. Who knows how many Vision Pros it's going to take us? I mean, the AirPods are not even where they're supposed to be yet. I don't know. That's I just had to get this out there, because I was going to forget, or not forget, but I was just not going to have such clear head about what I thought about it. But I encourage you, if you're a developer, if you're a business owner, if you're somebody who is in the tech space, start developing framework for this now. Start now. Pokemon Go, start now. Game Freak, start now. Yu-Gi-Oh! Whoever owns Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know who owns the trading card game Yu-Gi-Oh! Whoever owns the rights to that, whether I know there's like a Yu-Gi-Oh! like mobile game. It's dog doo-doo. I've tried it. But whoever owns the rights to Yu-Gi-Oh! Start just digitizing all of those characters. Create scaled 3D models that could be projected across, an augmented reality space. Start messing with sensory technology that, allows you to just, there's a imposed, outline on a space that operates independently of whether you are viewing that space or not. Just like, make it fly 30 feet in the air and then use a, whatever beam or blast that it uses. Just start thinking of this. This could revolutionize, turn mobile gaming into actual gaming. It could turn Smash battles into, I didn't even think about that. Oh, but you won't be able to do that because it's Nintendo, and Nintendo doesn't play well with others. But think about it. Think about the tournaments. Think about the money. All you have to do is spend $4,000, $8,000 if you buy two, on two Vision Pros, and then you create the software to be able to duel Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon, and now you can have outdoor events to where just people just watch it happen. You can have like interactive, real life Pokemon centers or gyms that you actually go to with your Vision Air. I mean, come on, Apple. Like, the fact that you're not partnering with Pokemon or Game Freak on this already is blowing my mind. You're leaving millions of dollars on the table right here. Anyways, I'm done. Mookie here. Goodbye. See you guys next time.